Beg or leave. Those 4 words changed my life forever. If you've ever been humiliated by someone you loved in front of a crowd, stay with me. Because what happened after I walked away left 30 people speechless, and my wife called me before I even reached the highway. My name is Ethan Carter. I was 38 years old, owned a small construction company, and had been married to my wife, Vanessa, for 11 years. From the outside, we looked like the perfect couple. We lived in a beautiful house, drove nice cars, and attended every social event together. But behind closed doors, things were different. Vanessa came from a wealthy family and never let me forget it. Even though I worked 12-hour days and built my business from nothing, she constantly made me feel as though I wasn't good enough. The breaking point came at her father's 65th birthday party. More than 30 guests filled the massive garden behind her parents' mansion. Business owners, relatives, friends, everyone was there. I had spent the entire afternoon helping set up tables, moving equipment, and making sure everything looked perfect. Yet Vanessa didn't thank me once. As the evening continued, I noticed her becoming more distant. She laughed loudly with her friends while acting as if I didn't exist. Then came the moment that changed everything. One of her cousins jokingly asked why I looked so serious. Before I could answer, Vanessa smirked. Maybe because he knows he doesn't belong here. The group laughed. I forced a smile. Then her friend Rebecca added, "Come on, Ethan, lighten up." Vanessa took a sip of wine and stared directly at me. "You know what your problem is? Pride." The conversation stopped. Everyone listened. She stepped closer. "If you want to stay here tonight, then apologize to my father for embarrassing the family with your little construction business." I blinked. "What are you talking about?" Her father looked confused too, but Vanessa wasn't finished. "Either beg for forgiveness or leave." Silence. 30 people stared at me. I waited for someone to tell her she had gone too far. Nobody did. I looked at my wife, the woman I had supported for more than a decade, the woman whose debts I'd secretly paid off, the woman whose dreams I'd funded, and now she wanted me to beg in front of everyone. I nodded slowly, then I grabbed my car keys. "Okay," I said calmly. "I'll leave." The smile vanished from her face. I think she expected me to argue, plead, or fight. Instead, I turned around and walked away. The crowd parted. Nobody said a word. I got into my truck and drove off. 10 minutes later, my phone rang. Vanessa. I ignored it. It rang again and again. Then a text appeared. "Ethan, answer the phone." I kept driving. A minute later, another message arrived. "Please pull over." Now I was curious. I answered, "What?" Her voice sounded completely different, panicked. "Ethan, where are you?" "On my way to the highway." "Please come back." I laughed. "Why?" There was a long pause, then she whispered something that stunned me. "My father knows." "What does he know?" "Everything." Apparently, after I left, her father had asked why she hated my business so much. A nervous guest accidentally revealed the truth Vanessa had hidden from everyone. For years, her father believed she helped support our household. In reality, my company had paid for almost everything. The house, the vacations, the luxury SUV she drove, even the investment she constantly bragged about, all of it had been funded by me. Her father was furious. When he learned that I had quietly paid Vanessa's credit card debt years earlier, things became even worse. Then someone revealed that I had also loaned money to several members of her family without ever asking for recognition. The entire image Vanessa had created collapsed within minutes. According to her, her father stood up in front of everyone. Then he asked one simple question. "If Ethan is such an embarrassment, why has he been carrying half this family for years?" Nobody had an answer. Guests started leaving. Relatives stopped defending her. Even her closest friends looked uncomfortable. Vanessa was suddenly standing alone. "Please come back," she begged through tears. I pulled my truck onto the shoulder of the road. For a moment, I thought about returning. 11 years of marriage isn't easy to walk away from, but then I remembered her voice. "Beg or leave." Not said in private, not during an argument, said publicly, designed to humiliate me. I took a deep breath. No, Ethan, please. You already made your choice. I ended the call. For the first time in years, I felt peaceful. 3 months later, Vanessa filed for divorce. 6 months later, it was finalized. A year after that, my company landed the largest contract in its history. Business doubled, then tripled. Meanwhile, I heard Vanessa had moved into a small apartment and started rebuilding her life. I don't hate her, but some lessons are expensive. The night she told me to beg or leave, she thought she was testing my pride. What she was really testing was my self-respect. And the moment I walked away, I got both my freedom and my dignity back.